and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem up. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can place it. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something that can calm down.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the London Bulldogs and the Atlanta Falcons.
Sterling Hofrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. Nifty move by Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it here with Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, Do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air on second down. Morgan, and he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. Smith with a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Morgan sets up to throw on 1st down. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Bulldogs nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
13 yards. 1st down, Bulldogs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Gordon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the counter, here's Gordon. There he goes again, past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Morgan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
The 32-yard line.
Give to Smith out of the gun. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Morgan. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
33-yard line.
Here's Morgan to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Morgan, that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. First down, Morgan with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
A gain of 15.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gordon on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Falcons' 39-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, London.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there.
Another
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
To throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take
when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The 40-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
And the London first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Back
to throw again. And he'll find Hall.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Morgan. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Morgan.
Man open, here is Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down. Morgan trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Morgan looks to throw it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun is Morgan. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And this one incomplete.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Morgan. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Morgan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Complete.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Bulldogs 13. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hall. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Tress Way now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They go back to the ground with Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, here's Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You know how we get focused to end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On third down, Smith. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, London.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
To kick off for the Falcons.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
To London, first down.
Now Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find his tight end, Seals-Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Gonna try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Downs.
On first down, it's Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tackled at the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Morgan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.